Before we talk about what you need to do today, let's talk about what your energy needs today. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Dream Life Season, the mini series. This is day 3. My goodness, so much goodness has already dropped today and 2 more days in the mini series, and then we get down to the real show. So, today I want to talk about what your energy actually needs, right? We're going to talk about supporting your energy. So, I want you to think back to the last week or so, all right? We had a holiday in there. There's just a lot of stuff that's been going on, right? I want you to think back to one thing that you are grateful for in this last week or so that has to do with either resting, taking a break, or being supported. Okay. For me, my big thing this last week was literally stopping content creation for like 5 or 6 days. Like, I just did not create. Okay. I pushed pause on everything. I hung out with my kids. We went and did things. We went shopping. We went places. What else did we do? I like cooked food and cleaned house, and I rested a lot. I laid in bed and played games on my phone and was able to kind of take that cognitive break of having to like figure out what was next and what all I had to do and all those things. And I am so grateful for one, being able to do that, but also for feeling supported to do that. Because not everybody has that, like that, not ability. We all have the ability, but not everybody has the support around them to where they can do that and it'll be all right, right? So I want you guys to think back to one thing, whether it's family being in town that helped out, or whether it's a day that you just took some time off, or whatever it is, one thing. I want you to drop that in the comments for me. All right. We are going to do a little bit of a mini exercise. Now, I'm going to start doing some mini exercises with you guys. And eventually, I'm actually looking for somebody who wants to do some gentle movement exercises in the actual morning show and like do clips for me, and then I can put them in there. But for now, we're going to do some gentle movement and some gentle things to start out with. We're going to start today. We're going to do our grounding with some shoulder drops with exhales. So I want you to take a really deep breath in, shrug your shoulders up like that. And then on the exhale, drop your shoulders. All right, so we're going to go. Yes, the face is important. Feel that release. Feel that release. 3 more. All right, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, so let's talk about your energy. All right. So, one of the things that we've learned, a lot of us have learned about our neurodivergent bodies, brains, all of that, is that we have fluctuating levels of energy, right? Some days we're on fire, we're ready to go, we're blazing, like let's get everything done. And then some days is just a no-go. Like it's like I can barely get out of bed to make food and go to the bathroom. So, I want you guys to start thinking a little bit about what it means to be in a slow day, okay? we're going to normalize slow days. We're going to normalize this idea that it's okay if we're not on 100% of the time, because we need that recharge. We need that moment where we can just be like, all right, I'm going to do nothing today and it's going to be okay. Now, when we get further into dream life season, we're going to talk about kind of finding your energy cycle, okay? And then picking different topics, different like to-do list items based on what energy level you are, so that you're still moving stuff forward. So when you have days where you absolutely cannot do anything, you still don't feel like you didn't do anything, all right? Because that's kind of the key. We're going to get into that further on down the road. But for right now, the biggest thing that you can do to help yourself. Yesterday, we talked about compassion, right? About using compassion to help us trust ourselves more. The building block on top of that today is some days we are low energy, but we still try to force ourselves to do everything. We try to make ourselves productive. We try to hit all the things. And sometimes when we're doing all of that, right, we get to a space where we drain ourselves completely and there's nothing left to give. And then it's days before we can pick back up. If we give ourselves a day when we start to feel that low energy and just let it be okay, it's going to be so much easier to pick back up on the other end, right? So we're going to talk about what your energy needs. So if you're having a day where you're not feeling it, there are two ways that that can go, right? It can be that you need some motivation, some dopamine, something to kind of get you going and you'll be okay. Or it could mean that you need rest, okay? And I think sometimes we have trouble kind of figuring that out. But my general rule of thumb is if I feel like doing something, then I'm going to do what I feel like doing in the moment. If it's productive, I'm going to jump on that opportunity to do it. So sometimes I'm not feeling business stuff, but I'll definitely go in and clean my kitchen and make some food and, clean the bathroom or something like that, because it's something different. It's something that I'm not doing every day. And so I get these like in these like moods, right? You're in these like little phases where it's like, okay, I can't stand looking at this anymore and I really just want to accomplish this thing. And we do it, and it's something that we needed to do anyway, and we're still productive. We may not have moved exactly what we wanted to move forward, but we've accomplished something, and on top of accomplishing something, it's usually something that's blocking us in other areas. Other times, it is because we have pushed ourselves, right? Anytime I do launches, I have learned, all right, y'all are going to see all of my launches now are pre recorded. I will never do a live launch again, ever, 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 ever. I might be live in the group, I might be live hit or miss on different social media platforms a couple of times through it. I am not going to devote 5 days to saying I'm going live ever again, because I have a maximum of 2 days before that third day becomes very difficult. And I know that about myself. I could sit here and I could be like, that's a ceiling and I'm going to try to break through. But every time I don't, it makes me feel some type of way. So the better thing for myself to do compassionately is to take a day like today where I'm feeling it. I am literally, all of the miniseries are getting batch recorded on one day. I'm feeling it. The house is quiet. I can get everything done today. And then I can edit it and get it, scheduled out so that then I can have a day where I'm lower energy and it's okay. I can have a lower energy day. My lower energy day is going to be the day that these launch. It's going to be Monday. I'll still be in the comments. I'll still hang out and talk to people. I'll still do the stuff. But I've got everything already set up so that I can just sit back and be okay. Right? So these are the things where you need to like think about it. It's okay to have a slow day. What does a slow day look like? I want to know what your slow day looks like. When you have a slow day and you're allowing yourself to do this, very, very difficult for a lot of us, okay? But let's everybody just take a breath first. All right, and let's just assume that we have gotten caught up on all our housework. The kids, it's a weekend, they don't have school, and we're caught up on business stuff or passion project or work stuff. There is literally nothing to do today. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Okay, everything is already done. Don't say I want to clean my refrigerator unless you really truly enjoy doing that. Okay, I mean, I know everybody has different things, so maybe that's something that truly gives you energy, but what is it that you really want to do? Do you want to lay in bed and play games? That's me all day long every day, right? I'll sit and I've actually downloaded some new games over this like holiday break. I've got Sudoku, and I did a crossword puzzle thing. Um Things that make me think, things that make me have to use my brain because I enjoy that kind of stuff. And I feel like I'm solving problems all day long for everybody else. But something that's outside the box that makes my brain think in a more logical way and less of a um, dumpster fire, like life or, dramatic trauma, whatever kind of thing. Yeah, I will take that any day. It's puzzles, it's fun. So that's something that I enjoy doing. And I am going to allow myself, I do allow myself right now at the end of the night for like 45 minutes or so. I go through and there's different games that I play in an order. And I have like a thing that I do to hit different goals on different things. Um, but I do those because they bring me joy. It's something different, it's nuanced, it's something where I can get my mind off of trying to figure things out or trying to come up with the next big thing or trying to figure out how I'm going to fit this in or where that's going to happen, right? I can just focus on the game. And that's all I have to focus on in the moment. So that is my thing that I am going to start. I allow myself to do it every night for 30 to 45 minutes. And then every third day or so, that's how my cycle goes. I have high energy, medium energy, low energy. And then we can go back to high energy as long as on my low energy day, I take a low energy day. And so on my low energy day, I'm going to do bare minimum. I'm going to play on my phone. I'm going to do those things, right? Because that's what my brain needs to recharge and come back out on top. All right, guys, drop in the comments the one thing that your energy needs on those low days. Those days that you're low energy, what do you need? Drop that in the comments. I love you guys so, so much. And I will talk to you guys all later.